Mark, a 2-0 win against fellow promotion chasers Cambridge United. What a fantastic performance.
Yeah, I thought we were really good. I thought the boys showed a real desire to run harder than the opposition, to be brave with the ball. I thought it was just an all-round really good performance, some brilliant bits of play in it.
And that's almost exactly word for word what you asked for in your pre-match interview. So when something like that comes through and the message you give to the players comes exactly as you'd hoped, that must be really, really pleasing as a manager.
Yeah, but before, like, people talk about your style of play and passing, and to do that you have to be able to run harder, faster, stronger, longer than the opposition, to be able to win the battle first, to enable you the space to play. And I thought the players today showed a real determination to run.
And so is that effort that they have to show in order to play essentially the foundations for every good performance?
You can't just turn up from the start, from the kick-off, and expect to play lovely football. There's battles to be won all over the pitch, and once you win those and you dominate your opponent individually, then you get room to play, and we did that today.
And Cambridge, a side who started the season so brilliantly, they're clearly a top side up in that 7th place position before the game, but you really didn't make them look like a side up in the top 10.
No, they've had a really good start. They've scored a lot of goals, and obviously they came and changed a little bit their system and played with 1 up and 5 across the middle. So we had to be patient. We had to move the ball quickly, side to side, and wait for those gaps to appear, and that's what we did.
And you managed to neutralise the threats that we discussed before the game of Paul Mullen and Wes Houlihan very, very competently.
I think because we managed to pen the opposition in and kept them deep in their half, it was difficult for them. The only chance they had were counter-attacks, where we were a little bit sloppy with the ball or we took too many touches, and they still had a long way to go to our goal. So I thought it was a really good controlled performance and against a really good team.
And in Mark Bonner's pre-match interview, he'd said that his side were going to do that. They were going to have to accept the fact that they wouldn't have more of the ball than your team and then hit you on the break. But the fact that they've come here with that game plan and been absolutely neutralised must be really pleasing.
I think it's testament to our players, that the opposition think that highly of us. But you have to still execute the game and the plan. And just the pleasing thing for me was the desire to run and work hard and take real care with their passes, and not just pass it for the sake of it, but with a real purpose and to really hurt them around the edge of the box. And I thought we were really good.
And when you start 2 strikers up top, I suppose the perfect situation is they each bag a goal, and that's exactly what happened today. Yeah,
we had a lot of flair in the team, so we played Odin in midfield. Then we played Azza alongside Jamille. We had 2 aggressive wing-backs, and Ibu playing higher up as well, and we left Sweeney to patrol in front of the back 3, and I thought him and Stokes were a real sort of spine to the team and gave us that sort of platform to build on.
And not just those strikers bagging the goals, but the 2 midfielders that you pushed up in behind them got an assist each, if you count winning the penalty from Ibu.
Yeah, we worked a lot this week on trying to get them number 8s, if you want to call them, running forward and creating space and getting in more advanced positions to force the opposition back. And I thought they did it really well.
And as you mentioned there, Dan Sweeney, a fantastic performance from him this afternoon, and also Chris Stokes just always looks so composed, doesn't he?
Stokes, he was tremendous. I thought he looked after Dom and Dokes, and Sweeney, 6'4", can run. He's got good feet. He's got all the attributes to be a really good midfield player or a centre half, and he's a good acquisition to the squad. And but now really pleasing with all of them today. I thought Don Bernard was outstanding as well.
And it was Stokes wearing the armband, of course. Carl Winchester absent for injury. While pre-match we were thinking you're really going to miss him in the heart of midfield, those who came in did a fantastic job.
That's right. And when you're saying that you've not missed Carl Winchester, then the boys must have done well. So I just said to them, make it difficult for me to change the team, and they've certainly done that today.
and when you look at the calibre of the players that you have on the injury list watching on, for those, as you mentioned, the players that have come in and really showed you what they can do, and I suppose giving you a little bit of a selection headache for when those boys start becoming fit again.
That's right, but it's important that the boys that didn't play or feature today are really focused, because they're as important, if not more important, than the boys that are on the pitch, because they have to be ready to come in at the drop of a hat, like Don Bernard's done, and perform to a standard. So they have to train harder, even harder, and they have to be really focused like they have been so far this season.
And finally, your message to the players out on the field afterwards, what did you say to the boys?
I just said, well done, brilliant, the desire, dedication, and just keep believing in what we're doing, and just let's keep going.